Love pouring out like a faucet, revive it in me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be giving you guys middle school advice. Back to school is here. School is right around the corner. So I know that makes a lot of us nervous, especially incoming freshmen, incoming 6th graders, even 7th and 8th graders. And this advice is really applicable to all grades, but I guess as an incoming freshman, I'm going based off of my experience, so it's gonna be more focused around middle school. So I asked y'all to ask me questions on Instagram. So if you don't wanna miss out on opportunities like that and you wanna be featured in a video, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, guys. Right here, link is in the description. First thing is middle school hard? And is the work hard? Okay, so I'd say middle school is just like a changing experience. It's a little bit more challenging and not as easy breezy as elementary was. And as far as the work, take it from me who had advanced and accelerated classes, it does get a little challenging. It's not super hard, it's definitely doable, but it's a step up from elementary school, and I feel like that is inevitable. As the grades go up, I feel like the topics change more than the work gets harder. For me, it got easier as I moved up grades. Honestly, I felt like the work was just gonna get harder and harder, but it didn't. Really, just the topics of what you learn changes. So do not worry about that. Just take it day by day and you will be fine. How to make friends, y'all. So I've never really been the type of person to be super outgoing and putting myself out there. I always felt like I needed to because I would see everybody else doing that and I just didn't have it in me. Like, that is not an easy thing to do for most people. The way I made friends was honestly just trying to let people come to me. That isn't like the best method, but really just like being myself and coming across people that you share the same interests with, which you never really know how that could happen. I just built relationships with people that way. And sports, guys. Sports is where I made most of my friends. And I know if my loyal subscribers know, like, I say sometimes I didn't have any friends, and like by the time I ended middle school, I really didn't, except for Marley. The way that I associated, like, I guess you could call them friends, the way that those came about the most was sports. That's where most of the relationships are gonna come. I guess because y'all are in the same sport, probably share the same interests, a very easy way to make friends. Don't worry about trying to do the most or like talk to everybody like, oh, what do? I need to make friends. Don't worry, just be yourself, the friends will come. I'd say a tip to make friends would be just to speak up. With middle schoolers, it's very easy to spark up a conversation. So you could compliment somebody or ask them about the current homework assignment and boom, connection. And it just starts building from there. So just don't stress about friends, guys. Drama, how to stay out of drama. Hey guys, so really quick, I want to introduce to you guys today's sponsor, Coupert. Coupert is an AI-powered shopping assistant. If you are someone who hasn't done their back-to-school shopping this season yet, consider using Coupert to save money on anything you purchase online. It supports Chrome, Edge, Opera, Firefox, and Safari on desktop, and it supports Safari on mobile, so you can use it on your iPad or phone. With 8 million active users per week, Coupert provides services to over 200,000 merchants worldwide. Automatically find and apply the best coupon codes to save money on your online shopping. Coupert's automatic coupon testing service is supported by over 3 million retailers. Coupert offers 3 core services: automatic coupon testing, cashback rewards, and price comparison testing. Coupert supports cashback from over 76,000 retailers, including Temu, Macy's, Sephora, and more. Cashback rewards typically take an average of about 15 days to process. The more you shop with Coupert, the faster you receive your cashback. And as far as price comparison, Coupert makes sure that you are paying the best price for whatever product it is that you're looking to purchase. Start using Coupert now to save money and avoid paying the full price in 2025. That's it for today. Now let's get back to today's video. Me personally, I've never been a fan of drama. Never really surrounded myself with people that would stay in drama, which is like one of the main factors that gets you in the drama. Definitely, if you want to stay out of it, avoid befriending people that are prone, is that the word? likely to get into drama, because you're gonna be trying to ride for your friend that got caught up with this girl, and then now she's saying something about you, and then now y'all all just in this drama. It's very easy, so just steer clear as much as possible, guys. Steer clear. You as an individual, if you see drama going on, never insert yourself. If you find yourself in drama for a reason, like you're just already in it and don't know what to do, maybe it wasn't your fault, maybe it's a rumor or something that's not true, be the biggest person. Not literally, but be the bigger person. Don't worry about like trying to clear your name and like talking about it to people, making it worse. Literally, silence is the key. Silence is powerful. Don't give them what they want. That way you're not stirring the pot, and the drama will eventually die off because it can't get to you. I really hope that helps. Y'all, don't be getting in no drama, especially middle school drama. It's always like so immature about a boy or just like petty little things. So yeah, don't even associate with that. What's your opinion on middle schoolers dating? It's so cringy, so unrealistic, never lasts, okay? I've watched so many people over the course of those 3 years get into little relationships, and every time I'd be like, do you know you have 30 minutes? I know from wisdom that middle school relationships don't work because your brain is not fully developed. You're literally what, 11 to 14 years old? You're not gonna know how to maintain a relationship. Relationships are big things. Just save yourself the heartbreak. Don't put yourself through that in middle school. It's not gonna work. There are gonna be crushes and like, you know, little things here and there. You can have a thing, but even those, they just take a toll on you emotionally sometimes. So dating, absolutely not. Titles, commitment, no. It's just, no. Literally, just wait. Just wait. If you and a boy like each other, leave it there. Okay? What can I expect in 8th grade? So I'm gonna be answering questions here and there about 6th, 7th, and 8th, but really it's general advice. 8th grade, my best year, hands down. Y'all could watch the school vlogs. I wasn't able to vlog it that much, but you could tell from the early 8th grade school vlogs, they were lit. 8th grade is the easiest year out of them all, in my opinion. You're the top dogs in the school. It feels like it. It just feels like you get extra perks and stuff. It's very, very fun. So just enjoy it. It's the last year. Do everything you can. Participate in anything you can. Talk to anybody you can, because y'all, anybody that you're like, dang, I want to be friends with her, or like, I always wanted to tell her or him or whatever, do it, because it's last year. People move away, so expect fun, a lot of lighthearted stuff, I don't know, and just a good time. Ways to deal with cramps at school. Guys, I have a few horror stories, don't get me wrong, about starting my period at school. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story time of me in 7th grade. I was just sitting in class and I felt something. I'm like, But then I started feeling like lightheaded a little bit, and I'm trying to push through, I'm trying to do my work, but I couldn't do it anymore. So I went to the teacher, I asked to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, I checked, bled through my jeans, y'all. And I was wearing light colored jeans. So I went back and I asked her to write me a nurse pass. I was like standing at her desk like, oh my gosh, please hurry up, because I literally felt like I was about to pass out. So she gives me the pass. I was on the 2nd floor and the nurse was on the 1st floor. It was a long walk. Mia says hi. Say hi. Hi. The journey to the nurse's office was like straight out of a horror movie, guys. Like, the hallways were empty. I'm stumbling, like I literally could not walk. I was walking down the stairs like, I saw my principal and I was literally about to ask him if he could walk me down, but I was like, nah, I can do it. And I barely made it into the nurse's office. I opened the door like this. They have some spare like black leggings, so I put those on. They had like some extra underwear too, but they were like big granny underwear. And they gave me this sock full of beans and they put it in the microwave. I think it was a sock full of beans, and you rest it on your lower abdomen. Fell asleep, woke up when my mom came and picked me up, y'all. And the cramps were like completely gone. So to answer your question, if it gets bad, go to the nurse. They usually have like something like that, hopefully, like a sock. Oh my gosh, I forgot a key point of the story, bro. I don't know if this was before or after I got the nurse pass. I went into the bathroom and literally threw up. Keep Midol in your backpack or your emergency kit if you have one. I definitely recommend that. If that video isn't out by now, I'm making a video about an emergency kit, what to get to set it up, put it together and stuff. Is it normal to lose friends in middle school? It is very normal to gain and lose friends a lot during middle school. It just happens. Like, a lot of people come and go in general, but in middle school it happens a lot more, I think, because people are starting to change and find themselves, even lose themselves. When I was first entering, I saw so many people that I knew already become completely different people after just kind of following the crowd in middle school. So you're not gonna be friends with that same person that you once knew before once they branch out. What would you do differently looking back? I think I would definitely worry less about what other people think. Probably stay away from boys a lot more. It's definitely not worth it. It's not worth getting distracted or being emotionally invested in these little boys, because I would just lock in more when it came to homework, because I would definitely let that slip up under me. It piles up really, really fast. Once you procrastinate it more and more, you're not gonna wanna do it even more. How to handle people talking bad about you. Silence is key. Once again, just ignore it. That's the best reaction you can give people who are talking bad about you, is not react at all. Most likely they're doing it because they want to make themselves feel better, and if they have to talk bad about you to make themselves feel better, then it has nothing to do with you. How did you have confidence with posting publicly throughout middle school? If you guys don't know already, I started my channel this time 3 years ago. So as I was going into middle school, I definitely don't get as much recognition in school as y'all might think. Even people I was close to don't really acknowledge it. So I never really had anything to worry about with like thinking that they would like be talking about it or thinking that it's embarrassing. But if you do, just remember that you probably have heard this already, but really, the opinion of others do not matter. If you really plan on taking your channel seriously to where it's going to go up one day, what they have to say is never gonna matter except for the positive ones. How do you focus on your grades and YouTube at the same time? So that's still something I'm trying to work on too. With me, it's kind of like a balance scale where it's like one or the other. Either I'm locking in with school so y'all are not seeing as many videos, or I'm being consistent on YouTube and school is not really getting that much attention. And I feel like I chose school a lot more than YouTube over the years. Going to high school, I'm definitely gonna have to find a good balance. What worked for me is having my posting date as a Sunday so that I would have at least half of the weekend to work on a YouTube video after a long week of school. I definitely had loads and loads of homework, so after school every day, I did not have time to like film or edit any videos. But honestly, if I can make time for like TikTok, I can definitely squeeze in YouTube into my everyday life. I would suggest have a good schedule, get a planner, write down on your phone whatever you have to do. Don't focus on one way more than the other. School throughout the day, and as soon as you get home, do your homework. I suggest doing most of your homework while you're at school if possible, so that when you get home you don't have to worry about that much. And after that, go straight into, if you're gonna film a video, edit or whatever. But like I said, a good organized schedule I think would help the best. Study tips. I didn't like to study that much, but if I did, this is what I would do. We were given a lot of notes in school, so I would definitely just be reading them over and over again. Watching YouTube videos helps a lot to break it down and have it fresh in your mind. And also writing something down definitely helps you remember it more. Once you think you have a good understanding of the topic, taking like a blank sheet of paper and like kind of creating your own notes on what you learn is gonna help you remember it more. It also helps you test what you know without having to refer back to notes and stuff, and that helps a lot for tests and quizzes because you won't be able to refer back to anything. Someone said, how do I look good all day and avoid school air? I hate school air because when I'm outside of school, like even when I leave the school building and get on the bus, I look 10 times better automatically. Keep like touch-up products and stuff in your emergency kit. I keep a moisturizer in there so that my face don't be getting dry, because it seems like my face gets so dry in school. Extra lip gloss, maybe like a little spoolie for your eyebrows and lashes, some type of comb or like edge brush for your hair to keep it neat. Looking good every day. I don't know, I try. It gets really stressful trying to pick out an outfit every day, but it has just now become like a thing, even though it's stressful. It doesn't matter that much because of school, but if I spend 80% of my time at school, I'm gonna wanna look cute. How to deal with friends that are boy crazy and only wanna talk about boys all day. My mom is teaching me to not be friends with people that make boys the center of their life, because they're most likely not gonna be good friends for you. People who are boy crazy and they only wanna talk about boys, they can go do that on their own. Either you have to set a boundary, like talk about other things, try to explore different interests in the friendship. If that doesn't work, then you're gonna have to find a new friend. I had a friend where I noticed that most of our conversations were about boys. And before that, like, that wasn't really my thing. That wasn't the soul of my conversations. I saw a TikTok that was like, don't mention boys at all for a day. See how silent it gets. And that is so real. I personally try to distance from those type of people because 1, not good friends. 2, they will start to rub off on you. How to avoid toxic friendships, fake friendships, etc. Pray for the discernment to be able to detect fake friendships first of all, and just fake people. If you're already friends with someone that's fake, I guess it depends on like how fake they are or what they're doing. Nah, cut them off. If you're dealing with a fake friend, don't be afraid to cut them off. How to avoid the fake friends: don't let them get too close to you. Like if you see them like trying to talk or like pursue something with you, just kind of distance. Like set those boundaries and they're gonna get the hint eventually, like back off. And it might be hard sometimes because some of you might not even realize that you're in a fake friendship. I experienced that once in 6th grade and I'm glad that I learned it early. So I didn't repeat that mistake, which is probably why I didn't have as many friends as the years went on in middle school. Put this in your notes. Some people are good to you, but not good for you. And that is a good way to discern fake friendships. If they are a good time, good to you, smile in your face, compliment you, but also make you feel away sometimes and also kind of drain you. Don't be afraid to cut those type of people off because it's just gonna keep getting worse and worse, and you do not deserve to be dealing with that. If y'all have a lot of questions about like people being ignorant, comments, talking bad, drama, the best thing to do for all of that stuff is just to ignore it, because at the end of the day, that's not why we go to school. The work matters, you matter, your relationship with God matters, and not these people who are gonna try to distract you and take you out of your character. Surprisingly, a couple people ask, what do they do if someone asks you for explicit photos of yourself? What I would say about that, definitely if someone just asks you, no. Answer is no, no, no. But I wouldn't even say no if that happened to me. I would immediately block and tell somebody, or just block and be done with that person. Our bodies are temples and they are supposed to represent Christ. So even just taking a picture like that or thinking about sharing it with someone else is very dishonoring to Christ. But if you're in a situation where, say you did send something, if someone is threatening that they're gonna send the photo around, unfortunately you probably should tell a responsible adult, because there are laws in place that are gonna protect you. People can get, even kids can get in big trouble for spreading that. So to expand more on the topic of boys a little bit, because I know, like, believe it or not, it is a important topic to cover because something is gonna come up. How to deal with crushes, because they're gonna come. Like, even if they're not cute, I just feel like developing feelings for somebody just happens. So I hate when it happens, actually. No, because I be saying all the time that I love having a crush because it's so fun, and it is, but it also can be very taxing because they're so immature, so they don't know how to like communicate or be solid or do any of those things. So it's just gonna like kind of get to your head a little bit. Stay away from boys as much as you can, but if you're already in it, something comes up, whatever, put him at the lowest of the lowest of your priorities, and even like the lowest of your everyday thought process. Like, keep God first. Keep trying to grow your relationship with him instead of trying to consider a relationship with a little 13-year-old boy. Then do your work, and then you have your social life. So just definitely don't let anything be too serious when it comes to boys, because they're not worth it. How to wake up for school without hitting snooze? I don't know, because I hit snooze every single day of the school year. Y'all got a new summer Fridays. I got mint this time. I always get pink sugar, but this time I got mint, and it smells so good, just like mint chocolate chip, y'all. I always set an alarm that's like 10 or 20 minutes earlier than when I actually have to wake up, because I know I'm gonna snooze it, and by the time I get my little extra 10 minutes in, it'll actually be time to wake up. But I seem to have a lot of discipline when it comes to waking up for school, because I like to take my time getting ready. Tell yourself, like, if I don't get up now, then I have to rush, or I'm not gonna have time to do my hair as cute as I want it to be. Force yourself. It'll all be over soon. As soon as you get up and you start getting ready, you won't even be that tired no more. If there's extra credit, should I do it? If your class grade is below an A, definitely take advantage of all extra credit. My school didn't offer it that much, but whenever it did, I would usually take advantage, because extra credit don't be that hard. It just takes a little extra, and it's very beneficial. How to keep God first throughout school. I definitely feel different this year, and I feel like we should definitely be prioritizing our relationship with God way more this back to school season, this upcoming school year, and the years after that. The school life is full of distractions, full of pressure, bullies, being tested constantly, a bunch of worldly things. It's easy to just follow the crowd. But I definitely encourage you guys to take God into this next school year. And I'm still thinking about ways that I can do that. But as far as I know, definitely read your Bible. You cannot have a relationship with God without being in your Bible. Bring your Bible to school. I told myself I was going to start doing that. Why not bring your Bible to school? We spend so much time there. We have a lot of downtime. So instead of like hopping on your phone, maybe you can read your word. And that might be inspiring to some other people. Don't worry about people like looking at you weird or questioning you for reading your Bible, because at the end of the day, again, that's not what matters. It matters you building your relationship with Christ more than anything. It's definitely a good feeling to know that God is with you. Every day before you go to school, pray. Pray for protection and invite him into your presence throughout the entire day. Ask him to help you to feel his presence throughout the day at school. And just never forget that he's there. Invite him to eat lunch with you at school when you're just sitting in silence doing your work. I definitely started trying to implement those things in my 8th grade school year, but definitely am gonna take that way more seriously going into high school. Okay, anyways. Thumbnail ideas. Just never forget that God is above all things. And I just saw like a few TikToks actually about this, which is crazy because I've never seen those type of TikToks before about how to prioritize God this school year. We need that, guys. I've been having an awakening more than ever about the return of Christ and just needing to get right, and how serious this is, how serious getting right and building a relationship with God is. Yeah. Oh, I'm seeing some boy out there with his backpack on. It's 7 o'clock. But that's how I be feeling like we be getting home around this time. I'm not ready for that. It's August 4th. My old school starts school tomorrow. Excuse me? It says, you've been on Instagram for 1 hour today. Now is a good time to close the app. I'm working. Let me see, what else are y'all saying? Essential for back to school. emergency kit, cute school supplies that are actually gonna motivate you to work. Don't look at my broken nail, guys. And a good mindset. Clock it. Oh, and then definitely make time to read your Bible after school. When you get home, get that homework out the way, boom, Bible study. Even if it's for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, give God some of your time, because if you want to spend eternity with him, how do you expect to do that without giving him at least a little bit of your time here on earth? I'm talking to myself too, but I need to do better. I need to do better with that, guys. We're gonna do better together. Are the teachers more strict? So definitely you're gonna experience strict teachers in middle school, because you're gonna have, I had 8 different teachers. You might have like 6, 7. Okay, let me stop. In elementary school, I didn't really experience no strict teachers. It's all like, they're all like, hi, like Miss Rachel. But once you get into middle school, they start to like, you know, not be playing with you. So I did have a really, really strict teacher that nobody in the school liked, not even the staff. When they're your teacher, it kind of sucks. But y'all, you just gotta let teachers be teachers and do your work. Do your work. Don't give them a reason to have to get on you for nothing. Sometimes you gotta pray for them too. Because a lot of times when they be strict, maybe they don't like their job. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe they just feel like they need to be that way to build their students up. Who knows? Just, you know, give them grace and you'll be fine. What do you wish you knew before entering middle school? Good question for the advice. I wish I knew that you're not gonna fit in, so don't even try. At least at my school, guys, we are called to be set apart. So it's a good thing if you don't fit in. You don't want to be like everybody else. You don't want to be grouped into something average, okay? We are called to be something more. We are called to be Christ-like. So when you don't fit in, you really just gotta pray and ask God for the friends that are meant for you. And don't waste your energy trying to slither into somewhere you don't belong. You are a star trying to fit into a square mold. I heard that from somewhere. Do you enjoy it or just lock in? By the way, love you so much. Oh, love you too. Definitely both. At my original school, I definitely had to lock in way more than enjoy it, because there was nobody to enjoy it with. There was nothing to do but the work. But then when I moved schools, y'all, best decision ever. All there was to do was enjoy it, because we were so lit. We had so much fun every single day. But I feel like for most of y'all, you gotta have a good balance of both, because you don't wanna slack off and you don't want to like overwork yourself too much to where like you're forgetting to just enjoy the moment, meet new people, have fun, join sports, do the clubs, do the activities. That leads me to my next thing. I definitely recommend all of you guys to participate and get involved with your school. Join a sport that you like. Do some activities. If your school is having like, say, football games, movie night, family bingo, or like tryouts, whatever it is, do it. It's the thing that makes school more fun. But be careful not to overwork yourself and add too many things on your plate that you can't handle. Don't bite off more than you can chew. What's your best advice on vlogging with that new phone though? XOXO, I love your vids. Thank you. Guys, didn't get started yet. The new phone law, it really has me jittering, because I'm so tired of schools and the law trying to ban phones instead of worrying about them school shootings, worrying about the harassment and the bullying going on in schools. I don't think the law applies to high school. I think it's just kindergarten through 8th grade. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to my middle school girlies who want to vlog, document their life, their school life, or even just, you know, have their phone. Like, you need to have your phone on you. Like I said, y'all, bring your Bible to school. Take advantage of that spare time you might have. If your school banned phones completely, just take it as a way to get into your word more. But with vlogging, they didn't say they banned cameras. So you might have to invest in a camera if you want to take this YouTube stuff seriously, or just be secretive like how I was doing literally all 3 years of middle school. Just be like secretly, or like when I'm in the hallway. But I'll be super scared. That's why y'all didn't get as many school vlogs as y'all could have. But high school needs to be the time for school vlogs. That's why I'm trying to explore my options with schools, because if that other school that I'm supposed to be going to is trying to like be strict about these devices and stuff like my middle school was, no. I'm gonna have to move around, baby. It's okay, I'm good. I'm gonna have to pick a school that is more lenient with stuff like that, because a lot of schools that I've seen on YouTube don't care about them vlogging. That's how I need to be. All right, y'all, so the last thing I'm gonna be talking about is academic stress, burnout, pressure, trying to lock in, get grades up, how to avoid it and how to deal with it. That's one thing that I'm afraid of, is starting the work again, because I've had such a chill summer. But I would definitely say take advantage of the beginning of the school year being light. Usually like the first couple of days y'all don't really do work for real, and then you just start to ease into it, and then sooner or later y'all doing real assignments. Definitely take advantage of that easy slope, and then once it starts to get real, do not let your work pile up, because it's gonna get so stressful so fast and you're gonna start to procrastinate it. It never gets done. Don't let the domino effect happen. Do the work while you have the time. When you have certain deadlines, don't wait till the last minute. Just do the work as it comes, and don't leave yourself such a full plate. If you start to kind of like lose control of it and it starts to pile up too fast and you barely have time, you're a student athlete, you have extracurricular activities, especially really hard for me to keep up with homework in school. When it came to football and basketball season, it would be a game like every 2 days. Whenever it's game day, my mind is set on that. Any work that day is just like, what are y'all talking about right now? When the school day is over, you're going straight into your cheer life, getting home at 8 p.m., gotta eat, shower, get ready for the next day, and you just barely have time for that stuff. I know how it feels. I don't know, my best advice for that, I think, would be take it day by day. If you're a student athlete, that's just one of the sacrifices that it comes with. Maybe the sacrifice is no sleep, and once you get home, you have to stay up a little longer to get that work done. Do not overwork yourself. If you have to leave some for the next day, go ahead and do that. If you absolutely need to go to sleep right now, go to sleep. Straighten up a little bit, shower, do what you need to do, get your clothes out. Maybe you wake up a little earlier in the morning, or the next day in school, the next day after school, finish that work, and everything will be okay. If y'all have any more questions about that, just drop them in the comments. Also, don't be afraid to ask your teacher for help, because even the teacher I had that I thought was just so mean, so strict, and just overworking us, I still had to, put my pride aside because the work was getting too much, and ask her for help. We had like this class in the beginning of the day where we could get extra work done or get help from teachers, so I would take advantage of that sometimes. Ask your teacher for help, because that's what they're there for. As ignorant as I thought she was, she still took time out of her day to help me, and it really, really helped. Like, I thought I was so stuck, but as soon as I asked her for help and she started like asking me what I needed to go over, I was like, wait, I think I got this. It does take a little bit more effort to build your work ethic and get good grades, but it's worth it. But at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world as well. Don't over stress yourself if you're sitting at a B in a class or something like that, because a class average doesn't define your worth or how smart you are or what you know. Sometimes it's just like a number. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. But of course, if you guys have any more questions, I look at and respond to comments all the time. So comment down below and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions, or just want to chat about something, thoughts, whatever. I hope this video helped any of you guys watching, and I hope you feel a little bit more prepared for this school year. I wish you guys all the best for your first days. Some of y'all actually might have started already. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hearing me talk for literally an hour straight, or it might be 30 minutes after I edit. But if you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you know every time I post a new video. First day of school vlog is coming, don't worry. First day of freshman year, it's crazy, it's gonna be lit. More back to school content to come, so stay tuned. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Cause even in the darkness I can see what's for me is for me.